Remember, life is temporary. And life is full of challenges, but nothing lasts forever. So stay grounded, stay humble, so as to weather the storms in life as the challenges come. With these beautiful quotes, I'm welcoming you on board another fresh episode of Minstrels TV Show, broadcast live from the studios of Dove Television, located at the Redemption City of God in this part of Nigerian nation. My name is Israel Oyeniyi. They call me Praizmania. It's a pleasure to have you, esteemed viewers, spread across the 198 nations of the world to be with us on this show today. It promises to be a nice time.
All right, so thank you for joining us. And tonight on this show, Minstrel, we will celebrate gospel music. We'll look at interesting, discovering, inspiring stories, and also connect through faith. Now, in bringing you the rundown, I'd like to tell us that it's usual way of bringing you the music profiling segment and the mentorship segment. The topic for the music profiling segment is the stage, the altar, and digital learning. And we'll be looking at guiding the nation to its purpose on the mentorship segment. All right, so over to you, just random.
Get yourself seated wherever you are comfortable to watch this show. Don't forget, you can watch on OHP app. Just download from Play Store and you are there with just little data. Then you can be with us anywhere in the world, regardless of your time belt. Stay tuned, we will be right back. Let's observe this very short musical break.
As a clay is in the hands of the potter, I offer myself to you. I yield myself to you. Like the vessel in the hands of the potter, I offer myself to you. If I deny you, I will be a fool. Like the arrow in the hands of the mighty, ready to hit the target the warrior has in view. Like the sheep is in the fold of the shepherd, I offer myself to you. I yield myself to you. Where am I? Where am I? Where am Lord, I wanna be your servant. Please, Lord, make my life so pleasant. All I want to do is to be a part of your plan. I offer myself to you as a pleasing living sacrifice, holy and acceptable. This is my reasonable service in a dry and weary land. There is no water. My soul just after thee, because I wanna be a wonder. Where am I? Where
Yes, good to have you back. Still the Minstrels TV Show. Today, the 11th February 2025. Well, today's show is loaded, as you always know, because on this segment, we take on music profile and we delve into gospel music and those who are behind the music making. And today I have two great guests who will be joining me in discussing some salient issues as it affects gospel music and gospel artists, not only in Nigeria, but of course, all over the world. Well, let me start with my first guest on white, Our Lady of Songs. You are most welcome, Sister Tosin Divine.
Thank you.
To Minstrels TV Show.
It's a pleasure.
Also, on my far right, I have an anointed man of God, a pastor and an entrepreneur, Pastor Lanre Oke. You're most welcome, sir.
Thank you for having
to Minstrels TV Show.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, today we'll be looking at the stage, the altar, vis-a-vis digital age that we are in. But let me start with our minstrel for today, Tosin Divine. For the benefit of our esteemed viewers, could you please do a proper introduction of yourself?
Okay, good evening, viewers. My name is Tosin Divine, a native of Ibadan from Oyo State. I was born in 1973, October 15th precisely. I'm married to evangelist Lawrence Koyadada, and I'm also blessed with godly children. It's a pleasure being here. Thank you for having me.
A pleasure being here with us, and we are glad to have you.
Same here.
Okay, now, to you, Tosin Divine, what is music? Is it a call? Is it a business? Is it a trade? Or is it just a hobby?
Okay, to me, music first is a calling. And on the other hand, I can also have it as an hobby. It's a calling because it's been an inborn thing. And I don't see it as a means of making money, but rather a means of reaching out to people. So it's a calling for me, not a trade.
It's a calling,
Yeah.
not a trade.
At all.
For how long have you been doing music professionally?
Professionally, about 13 years ago.
13 years. How many albums or singles so far?
Well, I have one album and a single.
Okay, what's the title of your first album?
Give Me Grace.
Give me grace.
Yeah.
Lord, I pray. Give me grace. It's a prayer.
Yeah.
All right. What style of music do you do, and who are your target audience?
My style of music, most of the time, my inspiration comes on reggae.
Okay.
Though I do other stuff like Woro, High Life, and the like. And talking about my targeted audience, I would say everybody.
Everybody?
Yes.
Old, young?
Everybody, yeah. Old, young.
Christians,
non-Christians, yeah.
Okay.
Christians because I have the vision of ministering to them to lift them and to encourage them in their Christian faith.
Okay.
And to the unbelievers, I want to minister salvation so that they can come into the gospel light.
Okay.
And of course to the children so that they can also grow, where to bring them up in the way of the Lord.
Way of the Lord.
At a very tender age. So you catch them young.
Okay, catching them young with your kind of music.
Yes.
That's fantastic. Well, let me take Pastor Lanre's thoughts on this crucial issue. We've seen a lot of brouhaha among music artists, music ministers, fighting or contending over ownership of songs or lyrics. Sir, is this healthy? Is it necessary? Is it good for us?
Well, I would say that to understand that, one must first of all understand the foundation of the issue. And it stems from the question that you asked our sister when you started the discussion with her. Is it ministry or is it business? Where the gospel artist falls in that divide will determine their attitude to their product.
Okay.
If you came into gospel music as a business, then definitely your songs are commercial products.
Okay.
And you will do everything possible to ring fence them to make sure that nobody else profits from them. But if you understand that the Word was with God in the beginning, and the Word is God, and that Word has come to this world as the light of men, then you know that every word given to you, whether in sermon or in song, is meant to illuminate the souls of men. And the more places the word goes to, the more lives are touched. Then certainly your priority cannot be that nobody else sings your songs. In fact, if they don't sing your songs, you will weep to God, because as far as you are concerned, your ministry is not accomplishing what it ought to. So I think that that dichotomy has come as a result of loss of focus and direction by a lot of our music artists.
Loss of focus and direction
By a lot of our music artists.
It's the
basis
why there is contention
why we have this. They have become worldly with what is essentially a God-given product.
Fantastic. Thank you, sir. Let me have your thought. But is it bad to ask for permission from you if I want to use your song? Let's look at it from that angle.
Okay, I want to say first, like Daddy said, that there is nothing you have that you have not been given.
Yeah.
So in the first place, the lyrics we are talking about all comes from God, except if you have another source where you receive your own inspiration. As long as it is from God, then it is meant for everybody.
Okay.
So for me, obtaining a permission before you sing my song, I don't see it as a big deal, and I don't see it necessary. That is, I'm talking about
For you, your opinion.
my opinion.
Okay.
But if you're talking about the legal aspects, you might have to. Because any copyright song or book, you have to obtain a permission from the author before
The author. Okay.
you can publish or
Now,
repeat.
is that awareness necessary for gospel artists so that they don't violate hiding under spirituality? Sir, I want you to drop your thought on this.
I think she's brought a beautiful dimension to it, because it hit me as she was speaking.
Okay.
All things are lawful, but not all things are expedient. If I have given you latitude to use my song, don't then become clever by half.
Okay.
And then you now want to go and commercialize something that came to you freely. That is opportunistic behavior,
Okay.
and that's when the legality might set in.
Okay.
But if you want to go on a stage somewhere, to a concert somewhere, and minister to people with it, fine. But you now decide to works a record with that song and put a price tag on it and start selling it, we'll have an issue, because that is theft. So I think that she made a beautiful separation in the matter. It should be free for music artists to use one another's songs anywhere they go to minister.
Okay.
But when it comes to commercial usage, you now have to come to me, because this was given to me by God to profit from as well.
Okay.
To say, look, I want to use your song in this album this way, and this is the royalty arrangement that I have for you.
Okay.
If we make this kind of money, you get that. And once we're happy, everyone's at peace.
Once he is happy, everyone is happy. I like the balancing you have brought into it. Now, Sister Tosin, which one actually should apply to music minister, stage, or altar? Because today we are looking at the stage, the altar, vis-a-vis digital learning. We are coming to that, but which one? In a very succinct presentation, which one to you?
Okay, I think it's important we define what a stage is and what an altar is,
Okay.
for a better understanding. A stage is a place or a platform for performances, for show, for concerts, for crusade. And it's also a place or a space for artists, both gospel ministers, to do or to showcase their talents. And to also reach out to their audience. Altar, on the other hand, is more of the spiritual.
Okay.
It's a sacred place. It's a sacred platform where sacred rituals are taking place. So I want to say the two are applied
Okay.
to a gospel singer, because you can also use the stage to reach out to souls. Like we said earlier, if you have it as a ministry, then your target, your ambition is to reach out. So stage is another place of reaching out to souls.
Okay, now, look at this scenario.
Okay?
I'm invited as a gospel artist to sing in the stadium. Is that stage my altar?
Well, National Stadium may not be, or any stadium may not be your altar, but you can bring your altar to the stage.
Good. Okay.
Yes.
So when I'm there.
Yeah. You can also use it as a means of reaching out to souls.
Okay. Okay.
So fulfilling the entertainment aspect and also
The
not abandoning the spiritual aspect.
That's profound. Okay. This we go to. I believe our audience can have opportunity to participate. The number should be on the screen. You can call in live or drop your contribution via the dedicated WhatsApp line. As a matter of fact, you can call or send WhatsApp message on that line. All right, sir, our dear father, pastor, considering the advent of the digital age, how has it impacted, or how is it impacting gospel music and gospel music ministers?
It's tremendous beyond imagination. Prior to the advent of the digital age and digital communication systems, the broadcasting industry was in the hands of very few people. And they made access to it very exclusive. You needed to be in the inner circle. I mean, music producers made and unmade stars. If they don't touch your music, nobody hears you. But you see today how well African artists are doing, both in gospel and secular music, and it's because the advent of the digital age has made access universal now. From your phone, you can reach the world. And it's a wonderful development for the evangelistic side of the ministry, as our sister was saying. Because now, if you are really into it for ministry, you know that you are not waiting until you hit all the high notes, in your voice and all that. You should make beautiful music for the world to be blessed. And I agree with her that it's both for edification and for entertainment. I mean, the Bible tells us in heaven, all we will be doing is singing.
Singing. No prayer, no preaching.
Another thing it's done is, if you remember, during the lockdown, a lot of people were anxious during the COVID-19 lockdown. That's when our dear pastor, Nathaniel Bassey, started the praise, hallelujah thing he does every year.
Challenge. Wow.
And that was such a comfort to so many people around the world.
So the digital age has really helped the gospel music to find a wider and farther reach.
And made it more accessible to everybody.
Everybody.
So you can go in now without being a Nathaniel Bassey or a Sinach. As long as you have a message, you go and minister what you have to the world. Now, also in terms of training, if you go online now, you find out that instrument training, voice training, counseling, stage fright, presentation, everything is available. So gospel artists, music ministers, even down to things like drumming, learning how to drum.
All of them, tutorials.
All of that is online now. And the learning aspect comes in that you can really hone your gift to excellence just by resources around you.
Holding your gift to excellence by reaching out to the world with your gift via the platform of the digital age that we are in. I believe you are enjoying and learning from this discussion. Okay, Tosin, can you let us know which of the gospel artists is your mentor and which of them have you done anything with, whether on stage or?
Okay, talking about my mentor, any day, anytime, I make bold to say, Johnson Oyekon.
Johnson Oyekon.
Yes.
That's good.
I've been opportune to share stage with Bola Discovery.
Okay.
She's based in Kwara State, Ilorin.
Okay.
Likewise, T. Kog, Israel. He's based in UK. And the Mama of Africa in Ogun State.
Okay.
To mention a few.
All right. As a music minister, what's your future projection for your music ministry?
By the grace of God, my projection is beyond the local level. It's a global vision. So I believe God is starting with me from my Jerusalem. And from there, he's taking me to Samaria and to other parts of the world.
That's profound. Well, before I'll let you go, let me throw this to our Father.
Okay.
Music ministers no doubt face a lot of challenges, an array of them. Sir, how would you advise the church and church leaders to help music ministers overcome the challenges that have plagued their exploits and achievements?
The entertainment industry is a very alluring one. And because creativity is usually an unrestricted gift, that's why you find creative people have the tendency to fall into moral excesses. You know, it comes with that part of, human expression. So what I say to pastors is, keep your musical talent grounded.
Keep them grounded.
Make sure they are in the department in church as a minister.
Okay.
And keep reminding them, you are not an entertainer. You are a minister, which means the center of your gift is Jesus, not you. As long as you keep your eyes on him and not the world, the allure of the world will not be able to grip you. Money, sex, fame. But once you lose sight of God, once that talent becomes what you celebrate, as our dear father, Pastor Chris Oyakilome, was saying recently, that, these very great names we hear around the world now, they started as music ministers in his church, but he had to call them at a time and say, Jesus has left the center of what you are doing, and it has become you. You've turned church into a party. And that's not why God gave you the gift. So as a pastor, make sure you are praying with them. Make sure they have an assignment they are doing as ministers in church, so that they on the stage performances, as our sister said, are just expressions from time to time, but they remember primarily they are ministers serving God.
They are ministers serving God. Thank you. That was profound. Yeah, to round up this segment, Sister Tosin, our viewers would like to hear your voice. You are a minstrel. Give us something in a short while, then you can tell the viewers your social media handles where they can follow you.
All right. Okay, let me just take this song. The Bible says in the book of Isaiah chapter 60 verse 1, ye are the light of the world. The city said, arise, shine, for your light has come. You are the light of the world. A city set on top of a hill cannot hide itself. Rise and shine forth for God. In your home, at your work, you are the ambassadors for Christ. So rise and shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord is upon you. That's the reason why you're created. Arise, shine,
and shine, for your light has come. Finally, tell us your social media handles where your fans can meet you.
My Facebook, Tosin Olatunbosun Dada. My Instagram, Tosin Olatunbosun D.
Take it again.
Tosin Olatunbosun D.
That's Instagram handle.
Instagram.
Then Facebook.
Tosin Olatunbosun Dada.
Then Facebook. YouTube.
Then YouTube, Tosin Dada.
Okay. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Minstrel Tosin Divine
It's a
on
pleasure.
Minstrels TV Show. We hope you oblige us next time when we call on you. Also, very, very special thank to our Father for coming on this segment. Well, the show continues, but after this short break. Stay tuned.
Yesterday, today, forever. You never fail. You are always on time. The air that we breathe. We don't see you, Lord, but you are doing wonders. We sleep, we wake up, not because we are righteous, but because of your mercy and grace. We are alive today. Lord, we bless your name, Jesus. Lord, we give you all the glory. Father, I bless your name. You're so beautiful in all ways. I give you all till there's only you. Let every other name fade away. Oh, Lord, let every other name fade away. Till there's only you. Let every other name fade away. Let every other name fade away. Every other name fade away. Jesus. Till there's only you. Only you,
Thank you so much for joining us on the mentorship segment of Minstrels TV Show on Dove Television. My name is David Atoloye, and I have with me, still with me here, the great man of God who has been profiled on the music profiling segment. I have with me Pastor Larry Oke. He's a pastor with the Redeemed Christian Church of God, and he's the founder of Teleschool Digital Education Limited System Limited. He's also a director for special program with the Redeemer International Leadership Academy and so many other organizations that is on the board. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for your inputs to what we do at Salvation Crusaders, the magazine, the awards, and every other thing. We want to thank you so much, sir.
To God be the glory, sir. Thank you.
All right, so today we're looking at the topic guiding a nation to its purpose. And I want to let us know that the question that will be treated today is designed to provoke a deep reflection. You can be sure to get some in-depth revelation from this topic today. So there are key elements to guiding a nation to its purpose. Number one, leadership. We discussed that a few weeks ago. And then number two, national identity, that the shared value, promoting core values that define a nation's character. And the number three key element is citizen engagement, and that's where I'm coming to, because you are involved in this. We have inclusive participation, we have education and awareness, and we want to come to education and awareness. And you are the founder of Telescool Digital. Tell us about the Telescool.
Teleschool's Digital Education System Limited. Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Right.
It came up in the period of the pandemic, the global pandemic, when a group of friends and I discovered that majority of our children did not have a fallback option to brick and mortar classroom education, which means that if anything were to happen to their ability to go to a physical school, their learning stopped. And indeed, for 8 months in 2020, their learning did stop when the pandemic kept them at home. And we didn't feel this was right for the world's most populous Black nation, one loved and blessed by God, and the world's seventh largest producer of petroleum.
Wow.
So we took it upon ourselves to work on this challenge, to use digital technology and digital learning as a bridge to leapfrog over our infrastructural defects in Nigeria and to deliver quality education to every child of school age to make sure that no child is left behind.
Wow, that's a lovely one. So as a bridge to make sure that every child of school age, none is left behind.
None is left behind in receiving quality education.
Quality education, that's awesome. So during our discussion, you mentioned the fact that 20 million children are out of school.
Yes.
And that the brick and mortar model for resolving educational lacuna can't work.
It can't.
All right, so now you are talking about so you can teach. That's you are bringing a teacher's challenge.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Just as our children are the ones at the receiving end of the digital learning.
Yeah.
There are also stakeholders whose role it is to create the content.
Right.
Even as people like us create the systems through which the content is delivered. And you know that the principal role players here are the teachers.
Yes.
They are the beautiful ones that God has blessed us with, who have given their lives, dedicated their talents and gifts to making sure that the next generation is equipped to lead, you know, the nation. And we believe that even as we were pushing the digital learning systems into schools, pushing with the government stakeholders, pushing with, you know, the education regulators, we needed also to engage the teachers. And so the competition, So You Think You Can Teach.
Okay, that's where the competition comes from.
An engaging, creative, and rewarding way, you know, to get teachers sensitized to the fact that digital learning is an imperative that we must take on as a nation. So what So You Think You Can Teach does is that it celebrates academic excellence and rewards teachers. It gives them the platform to showcase their God-given talent, doing what they love doing best, which is teaching. And they are rewarded for doing this.
I love this. I love this. So teachers, we want to celebrate you. Like Pastor said earlier, he said you are the fulcrum to digital learning. And we are celebrating you as destiny molders. We are here because there was a teacher in our life at one point or the other.
Who blessed us.
Right, to bless us. Yes. Okay, so you're finding a creative way to address the challenge of digital education.
Yes.
Tell us more about that.
So basically, you find out that the greatest barriers you have, what we have in Nigeria, by the way, is 3 out of 10 children. Only 3 out of every 10. So there's 70% of our children, they have no access to digital learning. Because one, they cannot afford broadband internet, and two, they cannot afford the hardware, you know, the computers and the things. So what Teleschools has done is to design lower cost, more flexible digital learning options, which we deploy in schools. And for the children who are out of school, we deploy to them where they are. So we know that these children, whether the boy is herding cattle with the father or the girl is grinding millet, you know, or pepper with the mother in the market, they can't leave those families because of the fragility of the economy of the family. So we take education to them in that lifestyle and create the opportunity for them to continue to learn alongside their colleagues in school. So that, again, like I said earlier, no Nigerian child is left behind. All 20 million of them, with God's help, we will take out of the lack of school.
That's a tall dream, but I see it achievable.
That's our vision.
And so you think you can teach. Can I join? How can I register?
If you are a teacher, all you have to do is go to www.teleschools.education.
I'll hold you there so that I won't say that I'm allowing you to advertise.
Yes. So you go to the website. And you click on the button there. And you register yourself.
I saw that you have accelerated 2 of this edition, Akure and...
well, we're doing the Southwest as the first season. And our first 2 auditions are most likely, like you said, to be in Ondo State and Ogun State. But we're going to go around the entire Southwest. We're going to start with about 2,000 teachers. And we're going to end with 3 top prize winners. But the beauty of it is that
prize winners.
Every step of the way, as the teachers qualify from stage to stage, everybody wins a prize. Because the idea, again, is to reward the teachers. Now, the star prizes are 5 million, 3 million, and 2 million.
Great.
And you also have a digital system implemented in your school if you are a main prize winner.
Oh, awesome. So the Ronaldos of teaching and the Messi of teaching should begin to be
more apt, because what we're saying is that we're creating stars and role models in the teaching sector. So we're really imploring teachers, this is the one time for you to get rewarded. This is for you, and it's real. This is your chance to become an icon that Nigeria will celebrate. So please go and register.
All right, so that we'll not deviate from the main topic, guiding the nation to its purpose. I want us to talk about citizen engagements. part of that is what we're talking about, because this is citizen engagement.
Yes.
Bringing out, a teleschool digital education to engage the citizen, to reach out to the 20 million students out of school. How can we also encourage inclusive participation in guiding a nation to its purpose?
I mean, look at the situation we're faced with our young people in Nigeria now. A lot of this has arisen out of the fact that we did not arm them with the means to a productive livelihood.
We did not arm them with the means
to a productive livelihood. So they have found their way, which is how God gives human beings, Nature does not allow a vacuum. So if you did not give me a career, a profession to actualize myself, I decide to pick up a gun and start kidnapping people on the highway.
Wow.
Or I go online and start defrauding innocent people on the other half of the world. So in defining our ethos as a nation, we need to educate our young.
Wow.
We cannot use the excuses of the lack of infrastructure to deny them their future. So digital learning as a way of defining our national ethos and identity presents us with that platform for inclusiveness for the millions of children who otherwise will not have an option. Professor Ishak Oloyede of JAMB was speaking on TV 2 days ago. He said, this last JAMB that happened, less than 50% of them scored 190 over 400.
Wow.
Now, you can't blame those children. What you must ask is, what quality of schooling are they receiving? But what digital learning does is that it takes the best talent that is around and makes that knowledge available to all the children wherever they are.
Wow. We want to thank God for what you are doing, sir, for promoting this core value that defines our nation's character and then impacting the life of our future generation. We want to thank you so much for this. Now, finally, in order for a shared value of identity for our people, for our nation, and for the world, one true value lies in God's estimate of your words. If you don't have Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you are yet to receive the total estimate, the total value of the estimate of your word, because your word is God. Say, God created you and I in his image. And if you want to surrender your life to Jesus Christ, today is the day of salvation. Tomorrow might be too late. Thank you for joining us. God bless you. Pastor, I want to say thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Thank you so much. God bless you.